I thought the quality of the work this year was great. You do end up, because of the internet, right? You basically get to see everything, and the stuff that came out of the show this year, I thought was really great, and it was work that I was jealous of, and that to me is always the test of how great a year the industry has had. I think something that surprised me was what great digital thinking had come from all the work that we had seen. In it, usually I think, you see out there in the world, a lot of the digital work tends to be very complicated. Someone has convinced someone that a lot of the industry that the more you add to something, the better it's going to be. And you end up with these complicated things that don't stand for anything. And I think what was so refreshing is that you saw this great digital work that was really simple. The teams, the brands, the agencies working on it realized what was the most important part of that idea, what was the center of gravity. They focused on that and made that part famous. Lately, we've been seeing this trend of brands, creatives, working together to do things that matter, right? Brands transcending just the product and finding a way to matter to every person on this planet and to matter to culture. And in some of the best work that we saw this year, that trend was alive, that these were ideas that mattered. And it was exciting to see that because it made you proud to work in advertising. So we had a lot of great work this year, and we went through all of it, and when it was all said and done, there was one piece that was unanimously held above all the rest, and that was the piece from Frugo. I would tell you the other part of it, but I don't speak Polish. But here's the thing. Here's the great thing about that piece. You didn't need to speak Polish to understand it and understand why it was great. Here was a brand that saw something out in the world, out in culture, right? You see so much hate these days on the internet, on Facebook, bullying. Somebody's doing something creative out there in the world, whether you're a musician or an artist, and you go onto a blog, onto a website, and all you see is hate. A musician launches a new track, you look at the tweets, all there is hate out in the world. There's just so much hate, and here is a brand that whose platform is grounded on culture, right? That tagline is about culture and making culture great. They looked at this and they said, how can we make the world a little bit better? Not just sell something, but make the world a little bit better. And that's what they did by taking those words of hate and then turning them into something a little bit fun. I think that is so bold for a brand. And the best advertising finds a way to push culture forward. And that's what this did.